2 and then another movie, it's gonna be like, what about part 1?
Well, it don't matter. I just did it to force you to watch them because you're like, no, I didn't see them yet. And if you don't get forced to watch them, you'll never watch them.
You're right. You're absolutely right. But how's it going, people? We're here for episode 312, School's Out Forever movie review.
I
And
never heard of this movie.
me either. Me either. So before we dive
British
into
movie.
that, pull this up. Casters for a Cause, a 12-hour fun-a-thon for charity. Hosted by the Scene Snobs. It's going to be a great, great time. It'll be 9 o'clock Eastern time if you want to tune into the Horror with Sir Sturdy segment. 9 o'clock Eastern time. Reviewing Boom, Sledgehammer. This one is dedicated to Mick because he wanted us to review it on here because he's saying it's worse than Blood Lake. So, gonna find that out on his own show. Can't wait.
If I see someone with a hammer and someone gets hit with the hammer, it's better than Blood Lake.
Yes. Yes. But again, seriously though, people, it's an awesome, amazing call. So if you guys can tune in, please tune in. If you can donate, please donate, share, like, all that great stuff. It's gonna be going on from 12 o'clock Eastern time PM to 12 o'clock Eastern time AM. It's gonna be a great time. Over 10 great shows. It's gonna be great. So tune in for that. And then, as you guys know, as I've been telling you guys, August 12th through the 14th, Fandom Fest, upstate New York, Schenectady, New York. Another fun con, finally, in my hometown. For more information, go to fandomfest.org. That's where you can also get your tickets. No, I can't get you discounts, people. I wish I could, but I can't. I couldn't even get myself one. But again, I'm going to be there. These three gentlemen are going to be there that you can see on screen, as well as a bunch of others. And for those of you who can only hear this, James Masters, Roger Bumpus, and Keith David. Hope to see you guys there. I'll be selling some merch. I'll have my podcast equipment there to record some stuff. Fandom Fest wheel, con wheel, which I'm going to start doing on cons. Shout out to James, which he's right here for coming up with this idea. I'm going to have something where you guys come up to me, ask me if we reviewed a certain movie. If we haven't, I'll write it down. I'll get your email, and once that movie's picked on the wheel, I'll shoot you an email. And if you want to join us, you're more than welcome to. If you don't, that's fine too. But yeah, so be on the lookout for that. Can't wait. And what's up, Dad?
What up, Dadpool? How you doing, brother, man?
What's up?
So, gentlemen, school's out forever. So what we did Thursday was, which I want to try to remember to do this. We gave our guesstimates. My guesstimate was a 3.5.
What up, Hayden?
James, yours was a 3. So,
sorry, I didn't have my chat up.
not Chris. James, what is your actual review for this movie?
It's hard.
I didn't ask you if your pick was
for right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, this didn't make me hard. I'm going to say 5 for now.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to stick with my 3.5 for right now. Once the conversations go, maybe I'll like it a little bit more.
When did you say 3.5?
So Thursday, what me and James did was, for this movie and for the next one, we gave like guesstimates. We didn't watch the trailer, just based off the covers.
Gotcha.
I was saying I want to start doing that. Possibly for both shows, but definitely for this. Just to kind of see if it's as close to, what we think it'll be.
It's basically judging the book by its cover.
That's exactly judging the movie by its cover. That's exactly what it is.
Funny story is this is actually based on a trilogy of books.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm gonna throw this out. When was this? Okay, so it's off the books. That means okay. Never mind. They couldn't. What came out? Walking Dead first or this?
I don't know.
Even
this is
the books.
8 years ago. The books I want to say 8 or
Okay.
Walking, probably then.
Walking Dead probably.
This movie reminded me of one of the seasons of Walking Dead with the governor.
Prison.
Okay.
I could see that.
The prison one. Yep.
What did you give this, Chris, for your early?
I mean,
except there's no zombies.
Yeah, there was really no zombies at all.
No zombies at all in this movie. Would have made it better.
I mean, I guess I'm gonna stick with somewhere around the 5, like James said. I kind of was thinking 4, but
Yeah, I was
I'm
too. I
like
couldn't.
reflecting on it. I'm kind of like, I mean, it wasn't horrible. There's
No,
just
it wasn't horrible. It's just to me, it felt more of a.
Action slash. It didn't feel like a horror movie to me.
It didn't feel exactly. It didn't feel like a horror movie to me.
so
Even
that's the thing. It's like
though,
it had 4 different genres of movie in this fucking thing.
yes, yeah,
Because I mean, I know you can kind of say because of like the whatever virus. Because I remember them mentioning like if you have O type blood, you're good. Like you won't be affected by whatever the hell's going on.
Yeah,
And because people were just dying, it wasn't like they were turning into zombie. Which that would have made the movie better. Just
I
imagine.
thought it was going that way because as soon as they said, "Oh, you can't treat," there's no treatment, and people are dying. I thought they were coming back to life, but they didn't. They just died. Type O negative, the only survivors in the world.
Yep.
Then it turns into it's an apocalyptic movie.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
So it turned into instead of everybody helping each other out, there's two groups that even though the one other group, this is what confused me. They made the other group, the ones with the weapons and everything, the militia, bad and good at the same time. She just wanted her daughter because they
right.
fucked her daughter up. That's the only reason they're going at this school.
Well, no, because you got to remember the kid and the father. Because wasn't it her daughter that came in with the shotgun, with the gun, or no? Who was the lady that came in with the gun with the guy?
It was her daughter. That's who she's
Yeah.
looking for.
So her daughter, and then whoever came with her, when they're chasing that guy with the shot, the guy and his son with the guns.
Yeah,
And,
but I understand that. But that part, how that played out was different. I'm talking about the militia looking for the daughter. They don't care about those criminals. They weren't going to attack the school anyways because the daughter was just power tripping.
Yeah.
She's like,
Yeah.
where is he at? Basically two people walking into a whole fucking school and they have weapons too. You're going to talk shit?
Right.
Fuck. But anyways, but that's the mother who's the leader of the whole other fucking. They have vehicles and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Just wanted her daughter.
Yeah.
And they didn't even shoot first. That's
Right.
fucked up too. You see what I mean? They're on the other side of the fence. They did the threats, but they didn't start it. The good guys started it.
I mean,
that asshole kid. That kid was power tripping. He had the taste of a kill. So
When
he
he
killed
had
that
that
one. That was a cool ass kill, by the way.
What, the swirly?
No, where he went and jumped off the fucking desk and jumped onto the chair and snapped that dude's head.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, that was creative. I was like, that was pretty badass.
Yeah. It definitely was. But I don't know. Like,
He dropped the teacher. What the fuck, man?
Death by swirly.
That's fucked up.
like if it wasn't for the few cool kills and stuff in this,
Exactly, it'll be
that's why I gave you. I mean, that's why I'm sticking with my 3.5.
like they had a little bit of cool. Like I could see this. I could see a part 2 coming out
It might.
where they're showing the kid because he leaves at the
Yes.
end. They're gonna find his mother. They could do a whole story of him traveling, trying to find her, and going through all these other areas with people.
I mean, if they have books already, they could base whatever, however the books.
Yeah,
are
he said there is a book series, so there's part 1 and 2. If they decide to do it, I don't know how much this made. I forgot to look it up. But if it bombed, I doubt it's going to have
I mean, it also came out in the middle of a pandemic, so it's like
that too. But they probably thought it was going to be good because it was basically like the coronavirus here.
pandemic.
well, no. So this movie's been in development for almost 10 years, as far as the story.
They knew the
being written and
future.
stuff like that.
They knew the future
Because the books came out, like I said, almost 10 years ago, and then the guy started writing the script for it, and it never got picked up till a couple of years ago, and then the pandemic hit, and then they were like, all right, well, let's do it.
Okay.
But go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I forgot what I was gonna say. What was I gonna say?
I honestly I didn't really care for it too much. It was okay. It was okay at best, so I gave it a 3.5. Well, I gave it a 3.5 as a guesstimate, but
I liked how that motherfucker shot that dude right in the neck.
that was And then, and then he walked over to him because he's trying to reach for the gun. He kicked that shit away. He's like, no.
He's like,
That
nope.
was, it's crazy. That was his boy at first. That was his friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he
And then
knows.
let
He
them
knows his
bleed
the
out.
guy. He knew the game plan of that kid. The kid was just think he was fucking like God, like controlling people like an army. He had to stop him because it was just going to keep getting worse and worse.
Yeah, it
But
definitely
when
was.
he shot him through the neck, it's not just by shooting him in the neck. He didn't put him out of his misery. He let him sit there and choke on his blood.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he's walking out, he gave the skull like fisting, and the dude copied him and gave him the finger. I thought I liked that scene. That was pretty funny to me.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. Like they tried to do like a lot of dark humor with this. They tried to
Yeah,
do some action shit towards the end. The first beginning part of this, it played out okay and like built up okay, and then slowed down
yeah,
until
it did.
the
Yep,
last like final act or whatever, and then it was just like, all right, all hell breaks loose, but not really. So it's like,
yep.
I mean, that's I hate when they do that shit. Like it's like the first portion of it, the first third of the movie was like setting you up really good, and you thought the shit was about to be like haywire, go absolutely crazy, and be dope as fuck, and then it just fell off, and then you get like 20 minutes of some shit going on that you're like, all right, cool, thanks, and then it's over. It's like honestly, they could have cut out 10-15 minutes of it,
Easily.
and it probably would have helped it some. It probably would have been a 6-7 at best if a few things would have been fixed up a little bit. But other than that, I mean, it's still not horrible. I watched
Exactly.
it without being mad, and I mean,
Hmm. Same here.
you
I,
know,
de- I definitely wasn't mad when I watched this. Not even close. But I would never watch this again.
No.
yeah,
Like for me, this was honestly one of those films where I'll never tell you not to watch a movie. But for me personally, it's a little bit higher than Watch at Your Own Risk, and I only say that just because of some of the cool kills in it and the blood, especially like you said, the neck thing that was pretty dope. But other than that, like I said, nothing really nothing really stood out to me to make it like interesting. Like I was hoping that this would be like just because basically they're in the school's out forever, whatever. They're in the school for 90% of the movie, so I'm thinking that this is gonna at least have some sort of a cool story to it, and it didn't really have that for me. Now, if they do a sequel or whatever, or a prequel or whatever, maybe it'll answer some questions. I don't know. I'm sure the books are probably a hell of a lot better. Of course, usually they are. I didn't even know those books that you mentioned that, but yeah,
No.
this I didn't really like this one, guys. I really didn't like this. I didn't hate it, but I didn't like it. Like I
No.
said, okay at best, maybe a little less than okay.
I mean, it's also a British film too, so some things are a little drier and a little more cynical than we're used to seeing, especially with them trying to make it kind of a teeny comedy apocalypse movie horror.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah,
the thing. It's like it doesn't know if it wanted to be a teeny bopper movie, an apocalypse movie, a comedy, a horror comedy, or an action movie. Like,
Hmm.
and honestly, yo, with everything you just said, you can almost make that into a halfway decent good movie. It's just I feel with movies like that where you're trying to do so much, there has to be some sort of story with it. Like I know they're trying to tell a story. I don't know, like they didn't mention what the virus was or anything. It was just all hell breaks loose in this school. You don't see the rest of the town. It's like all the survivor. Well, no, actually the rest of the town. I guess that was the militia group or whatever you want to call them.
All the survivors. Then when they were walking on the street, they showed like one dead body,
Yeah,
like a lady in the middle of the street laying there next to her
yeah.
car.
it just
And then
wasn't.
just a few people that lost their mind because of the shit and everything.
Yeah. Yo,
It's
that
pretty much
crazy
gonna
dude
happen
when they
to us
broke in
all
that
here.
house.
Yeah.
When they broke in that house, that one fucking crazy dude.
Mm-hmm.
Is he covered in shit or something? I don't even know what the fuck he was covered in. That
Good
dude was
question. Good
Great.
question.
it looked like his skin was peeling and everything, but I think it was like dry shit or fucking mud or something. I don't know.
Good question.
But that
But
motherfucker
yeah,
was crazy.
I don't know if you noticed too, Sturdy. This was actually made by Rebellion.
Mm.
They did what? Which game is the one that was it? Zombie Army 4 or
It was
World
either
War Z?
one of the two.
Yeah, this is one of their first movies for their movie studio. So
Really.
they're working on getting funding and stuff to do more of their IPs, more of their actual properties as movies.
That'll
Oh,
be interesting. It might have been Zombie Army 4 then, because World War Z is already a movie.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm shocked no one made a movie of that yet.
Of what? Zombie Army?
Yeah. Well, technically, every other movie of zombies with armies in it. I guess
Yeah,
you could say that's what it is.
yeah. But that'll be interesting. I would watch more of their work, especially since it's like one of their first movies. So it's not bad to the point where it's like, oh my fucking goodness, this is horrible. I can't watch this. But like I said, for me, I just couldn't watch it again. I didn't. It didn't feel like a horror movie to me.
Yeah, it was
Which one?
ZA4, Snipers Elite, Evil Genius.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah,
Well,
they could have did a little bit better with some of the like identity of the movie, I guess, and a little bit more of the plot of the movie, because you don't know how it spread, you don't know what happened, you
Where
don't
it
know
came
none
from,
of that situation, right? You don't understand like when and how it actually started affecting society. You get none of that.
And what's crazy too is, so like the kid gets expelled, right? His dad comes and picks him up, and then they're leaving, and then you see like a bunch of people at the gas station. Like it seems like they're trying to leave the town, but they don't say why. You hear some shit on the radio. I don't remember what they were saying on the radio, but you hear some shit on the radio, and then it just like shit just happens. Instead of like, I wish there was a better build up to that. Almost that first, however long that first, 10-15 minutes before his dad picks him up. That I wish there was something about that, about a virus going around, maybe parents panicking, going to pick up their kids.
Speaking of that, at the beginning, the dude gets expelled from the school over a prank or something. Did something stupid with his friend. Actually, I think his friend, he took the blame for him or something.
Well, no, what happened was, it was the whole thing with the locker, because the lockers weren't to, you know what I mean? They set it up to do a little prank with that.
Yeah.
He got suspended at first, but then I remember when the guy found his book bag, was pulling all the shit out of his book bag, then he pulled the weed out of his bag, and that's why he got expelled.
Yeah, but it was stupid. Like, what's the point of that? He ended up back in the school helping them anyways. There was like no, except for him being with his father when his father died of the virus.
True, but I guess at that point it's like Dead Snow is kind of like ZA4.
Yeah. I mean, what was the one? 28 Days Later or something like that? It's kind of like that, and then mixed with there was something else. I just couldn't put my finger on it.
But yeah, like I was saying, if they would have just added more story to it, because I felt like you're just watching this movie, but there's no story wrapped around it. I know there's the virus and stuff, but there should have been a little backstory to it, just something, and then kind of. I'm not even mad at the whole craziness that happened in it. I just wish it was just the story was told better. I would have enjoyed it a hell of a lot more. I don't know. But again, you said it was their first movie, so, and transitioning from video game to movie, like this would have made a fun video game, honestly.
Yeah, so they've done comic books, they've done books, they did the big 4 games that they have now. Like I said already, Sniper Elite, Zombie Army 4, Evil something or other. I just closed it, and there was something else. But they had like 6 different comic books, like 4 different books, and then now they went into that. They did like a documentary that was like something about PlayStation and how it evolved and basically took over people's living rooms. Mm-hmm. And then there was one other thing that they did in the film, but this is the first actual like feature-length movie that they've done.
Okay. I'm sure they'll get better. It's, again, this right here, the way this movie is, I think it would have made a way better video game. Instead of, you know what I mean? I mean, you could just say it starts out from when the kid's at his dad's house and you have to get back to the school and help save people at school. Some shit, whatever.
Yeah.
But there's crazy shit along the way, I guess. And
kind of makes me wonder about the books. Like, was the books all this one movie, or were there more? You know what I mean? Like, did they condense all 3 books to this one movie, or is there more? Because if they condense all 3 books to this, then not for nothing, I know there could be a lot of filler between 3 books of shit happening, but
it depends. I mean, because at the same time, that filler stuff can be the details that we wanted. You know what I mean?
I know.
Those 3 books. It could be that, because you know how sometimes movies have that boring filler shit, where it's just like, what the fuck is this? It's pointless. And then there's times where they just, I don't know.
What I'm saying is like, did this make you want to read the books if you knew there was a book series? Probably not.
No, okay, I see what you're saying. No, not at all.
You know what I mean? It's like where you're like, usually you're like, I know I'm missing something. This movie was good. Let me go read those books and see what they left out,
okay.
or you know what I mean?
Because
I don't get none of that.
I almost feel like if you go read the books, I feel like they left out like 10 chapters from each book.
Mm.
Seems like that, yo. They just put like it's like they just put just the action scenes from the book. Like, let's just put this on here because people like playing our games. I use Zombie Army 4 because that's something we've played plenty of times and I still play. And the action in it is fun as hell. There's no story. Not really. I mean, maybe there is really, but we mainly play it just to shoot up some zombies. And I feel like with this movie, it was kind of similar to that in a sense of not shooting zombies, of course, but in the sense of just all this action and whatever, and no story around it, wrapped around it to kind of like make you interested in it. And the thing is, like, this is the first time watching. I know I want to watch like different movies a lot of times, but there is movies I'm like, okay, this was fucking good. I would love to go back to this, and I would love to recommend somebody this movie because it's so fucking good. You guys should check that out. And I don't get that from not even close to getting that. Not even fucking close.
At best, if you want to deep dive and kind of like get kind of the depth of it, I guess it can ask you to wage questions of morality, or like, hey, what would you do in this situation, like especially with the friends situation, or hey, like James was saying, they're not really bad guys on the opposite side of the fence, and they're not really bad guys inside the school. So, but you don't really get to connect with either of them, to root for either of them, or to want to see any of them hurt or lose. Exactly. You know what I mean? Like, there's real no.
I think too is like, how did everybody know to go to the school? Like, as far as the father and son, I'm assuming there was father and son that stole whatever they stole from the people. And is it really worth killing somebody over the little shit they stole? That's one. And then two, how would they know to just go to that school? Like, is that school like the main center of the town? You know what I mean? Like, is that?
Oh, I think the school's just huge, and they're just running, and they seen the school and they ran to it.
Okay.
That's the only thing I'm assuming.
Well, no, because
they might have sent her out on a mission to go look for supplies or something. She's like, I'm going to go check the school. She never came back. What's the first place you're going to? The school.
Well, she was chasing them because she was after them because they had the guns and shit. Or no, because she had the guns, but they had whatever. I forgot what it was. And it was something. I remember the kid pulled something out of his pocket. It was something small.
Yeah, he stole something.
Something stupid, but.
So then, like I said, this brings up the conversation, the question of, you said, hey, is that really worth killing for? It's such a small thing, blah, 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 blah. But you got to understand the world they're living in, the mentality behind, hey, are we going to survive? We need this. They don't. They might want to kill us for it, so I have to kill them first. And you're not going to sit there and ask them, hey, are you going to kill me for this thing or not? Before you decide if you're going to kill them, you're just going to shoot the motherfucker and take your shit.
You got a point there. You know
what I mean?
And the thing is, that's how the world's going to be if that happens. Mm-hmm. There's going to be groups that, instead of working together,
I mean,
starting over.
That's already been proven, though.
We got a taste of it with the monetary shit, with people running to grab toilet paper and hand sanitizer. Yep. I mean,
like that. Honestly, it happens.
Imagine when money means nothing anymore.
Honestly, it happens all the time. Like, if you think about, we're gonna have a horrible snowstorm. We're gonna get, say, 3 feet of snow. Power could be out. And what do people do? They go up and buy. I understand getting supplies, but they over fucking do it. Like, it's, again, with the toilet paper. How many people
they don't get 2 or 3 days worth of supplies. They get a month's worth. 2 months.
What kills me, toilet paper is not even that much important. Because you're in a bathroom, take a shit, you go take a shower.
Right.
You don't even need the fucking toilet paper.
I'm not saying you don't, but you don't need it to that extent. You're right. And on top of that, it's like,
they act like that shit was gold. Like, you can't shit without toilet paper.
Toilet paper is a luxury.
On top of that, it's like, okay, so you live, you know what I mean? Say there's 4 people in your house. You have a 4-family house or whatever, right? You usually get, say, the big, say, 36 pack of toilet paper that's going to last you a month. Why do you need 6 of those?
Because it could be years before power comes back on, man.
It's like, you use that one, and then when you run low, you go get more. Just like any other time. Like, why aren't people going and stocking up on toilet paper right now? You know what I mean? Like, that was just a weird thing for me during the pandemic. And
Yeah.
then, of course, all the other shits. Okay, well, yeah, there's gonna be blah 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 blah. Okay, so let's go buy 14 bottles of fucking water. 14 cases of water for this one same four family people that you don't need. I bet you right now someone is wiping their ass with toilet paper they bought from the pandemic. Right this
Because
second.
somebody's a survivalist, and the news also let out the word that, hey, with things slowing down or them not knowing, production of things are going to go down. So what's everybody's first instinct? Let me worry about me, nothing else, and nobody else, and let me take what the fuck I want to take and what I need. Fuck all of y'all. I got here first.
And that's the problem. That's the problem with people.
Surviving. That's nature. The only difference is we add commerce to it.
It's just greed. Because again, I don't know. It's just weird. Because again, going back to the stupid toilet paper, people could have bought the same amount of toilet paper they normally buy, and it would have been fine. Nobody would have ran out.
People were returning that shit.
At the time, people they automatically go into a panic and they're driven off fear. So they're not even thinking.
Another thing I think about when shit like that happens too is businesses. They're like, okay, well, we know that this storm's coming, or this, that, and the third. So this pack of water that just say it costs $5, let's bump it up to about $8 because we know people are going to come here. So let's bump it up about $3-4,
They're
which
gonna
is
buy it regardless.
because they're going to buy it regardless because they feel they need it, even though it's just a fucking snowstorm that happens every so often, whatever the case may. You know what I mean? So it's like,
It's called price gouging, but you need to understand that's also a byproduct of capitalism, where we capitalize on opportunity based on supply and demand.
damn right about that.
Welcome to capitalism, where you capitalize when you see an opportunity.
That's very fucking true. It's sad and true. Oh shit, these people need help. How can we help them? Let's charge them more.
I will help you. I have what you need, but it's going to cost you this much now.
Yeah, fucking...
I want all the, especially like a movie like this. I want all that money.
Yo,
where you can't do nothing with it anyway.
Another fucking example of the supply and demand bullshit, which is real fucked up. Baby food. Baby formula should not cost fucking $30 for one fucking little that. You can get a pack of, and I know because you need it for your child, but you can get a thing of like iced tea.
There you go.
For like
Just
$5. But seriously, it's to me that's just not even moral. Like I understand capital, all that other greed and bullshit, which is fucked up. Fuck you people for doing that. But hope you can never get a boner again, never climax again. Hope you have diarrhea for the rest of your life. Hot diarrhea at that. The hot runs you when you wipe your ass. You gotta get the toilet paper wipe. Use wipes.
Iced tea will make you want more because of the sugar and sodium content, so you're gonna buy more. So the price can be slightly less if you can produce more. Where baby formula, if your kid doesn't latch on, he dies or she dies. So you have to buy the shit regardless. You want your kid to die and starve, you're gonna pay for the can.
I agree with that, but that doesn't make it right. That's all I'm saying.
No, I didn't say it's not right. This is just how it is, man. This is just how it is.
We live in a fucked up society.
You know, it's just how it is.
The world's fucked up, man.
It is. It is.
But half that shit will get thrown away if nobody can afford it and the price goes too high. And then they're like, well, what do we do? Like, let's slow down production. What do you do? I don't understand. You know what? Like, world hunger should not be a fucking thing.
I seen that, like, during the pandemic. They showed, like, a news clip of, like, they couldn't get rid of their stuff because no one was buying it because the price or something. And you seen them with massive trucks just dumping the product into trash, like in a fucking dump, like a landfill. Like, why don't you just give it away or fucking lower the prices? People will buy it.
Think of restaurants or fucking bakeries or the supermarkets. They have all this food and all this shit, and if it's out the day before, the day after, like bagels or donuts, they throw the shit right in the trash bin and they go crush it instead of giving it to a food pantry. No, can't do it. Why don't? Okay, first of all, you can do it if you want to for a tax write-off, but then somebody's got to fucking itemize that shit and take an account of it, right? So you don't want to pay somebody to do that. Fuck it. Just throw it out and make new shit. We'll make our money back. Because on every piece we're putting out, we're making fucking 100 times anyway.
Oh, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of Panera bread. Like, they make like a turkey sandwich you can make home, and they charge like $7 for it.
Yeah.
It's like overpriced, rated. But the thing they supposedly do, they said, is at the end of the day, they donate the rest of the food to like a food pantry, like a
I should.
place.
I mean, I feel honestly like what you guys are just saying. I feel like every restaurant that's like, okay, well, we know this food we can serve. We're not going to serve it again. It's edible. Like you could, I mean, I would take it home and eat it, but let's give it to people that really need it.
Especially if it's shit that, like, honestly, most people keep in their fridge for 3 to 5 days anyway.
Yeah.
You know
Why are
what's
you
fucked
just
up?
chucking the shit out?
You know what's fucked up about Dunkin'? Back in the day, when my brother worked for Dunkin', the rule was at the end of those donuts left over, the staff could take them home, take a dozen, like you're allowed to like a dozen donuts a day to bring home
Mm-hmm.
or something like that. They got rid of that shit. They're like, instead of giving to their staff, they're like, nope, throw that shit in the garbage. That's why the staff started getting smart. They put like the donuts in its own garbage bag with no other garbage. Throw it in the dumpster. Someone will jump in the trash and get it and bring the fucking donuts home. You know,
It's just crazy though with shit like that. And I know it's off topic, but it's kind of how this movie is as far as the whole supply and demand for certain shit. And it's like, oh man, would it really be that big of a deal or that tough to?
well, this one wasn't supply and demand. This one was find supplies to live. They're
Yeah,
breaking into
this one's
houses.
literally you're just surviving day to day. Fuck
They
paycheck
should-
to paycheck. Like,
They should see. That's another thing they should add. They should have had more scenes of that. Like when the two kids are out, the guy, you see how the little action scene with the crazy guy. Then they ran into the militia leader and that dude. There should be more like they're still driving around and a couple more action scenes where they're like chasing them through the town or something through houses.
And
But
maybe
it ended up right to the school and it dragged out.
I was gonna say, and then that with that there, James too. Like, say if they're doing all this shit, and maybe say some people are kind of the people that they're trying to steal shit from out of the house or wherever they're from, to get supplies. Fucking have maybe a couple of them because there's always that one or two people that are just like, all right, we're gonna kind of stay behind, just kind of watch where these guys are actually going instead of chasing them down, trying to attack them. Let's just see where they're actually going, and that's how they figure out that all these people are at the school. Because like, oh, we see where they're going now. They're kind of, you stay off back in the distance somewhat.
Oh, they did. They followed him because that one guy, he was like ex-military kind of like attitude, like personality.
Mm-hmm.
Like they got in the car, he was like, "Did you mention wherever the town was?" And she's like, "No," because that one dude slipped up because the girl said she was from blah blah blah.
Okay.
So that's why they followed them. That's how they found the school. Even though they're wearing their school vests and everything, they knew where to go anyway.
That's true. That's true.
Fucking so corny.
Yeah, I just real quick.
And the school's the safest place. Like in England, they don't have like fucking warehouses full of food and shit.
I don't know.
Like
maybe not. Even if they do though, maybe it's just not in that town, or maybe it was already ransacked. Because you remember when somebody was like, we should start at. I don't remember what the store's name was, so let's just say Walmart. Like we should start at Walmart first. And the kid was like, that's probably where everybody would have started out at. So they probably went there.
Yeah, sure, the popular, yeah.
So basically the same.
You just have to find a fucking Twinkie factory, man. They don't go bad.
But,
live forever.
Thursday, we're reviewing the movie Boar.
I watched that today also.
Coming up, episode 313. So
I watched it first.
This is actually the time where we usually spin the wheel, so that's why I just pulled the movie up, let you guys know what's going on for Thursday.
Boar, creature feature.
Yes. And the wheel, as I've told you guys before again, it's going to be spun every Thursday twice. I have one announcement for you guys. I can mention this one. One I have in my mind I can't say, but for those of you who have been following Horror with Sir Sturdy for the past, 4.5 years, going on 5 years now, and if you guys remember a couple years how I used to do the late night Saturday movie reviews, that's coming back, and it's going to be actually this Saturday at 2 a.m.
God,
in this movie called Vamp. Look, man, I can't help.
God damn.
This is just how it is, Grandpa. This is just how
I'll be waking up 3 hours after.
Yep.
You're gonna be going to sleep when I'm waking up.
Pretty much. I'll probably be going to bed like right after that episode. But because Popcorn and Pints is at 9, midnight matinee, midnight, and then I'm like, me and him usually record for about an hour and a half. So I'm like, all right, 2 o'clock should be a good start time. and kind of go from there. And it works out too because the one guy that's going to be on there, but I'm not saying nobody else can come on because you can. But Matt, he works in a hospital, and like I don't know how his schedule is. I think it's like every other weekend he has to go in, and he gets out at like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning at times. So it gives him time to get home, beat his meat, and get on. And then for Henry, it's only midnight there because he's in Colorado, so it's 2 hours behind. So it gives him time to put his kids to bed. I don't even know what the hell he's doing after that. Something weird. And then, and peanut butter, and then review the movie.
Nice.
Good luck
with that.
So, yeah, it's going to be...
Maybe I'll watch that movie. I'll watch that movie and just and let you know what I think.
Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, if you want, you can even send like a little video clip, and I'll play it during the live.
For a minute there, I thought, say, if you want, you can join us. I'm like, you're mine.
I already know your ass is gonna be knocked the fuck out.
Yep.
You come out here, you come out here.
I can't make it for fucking sleep.
Oh. No, you like broke up that time. You froze.
What, just now?
Yeah, all I heard was I can, and then it just like froze.
Did you hear the part like I can't do midnight matinee?
No, I didn't hear any of that.
I didn't hear that.
I was like, I couldn't make it. I was a half hour away. 11:30, I fell asleep because I made the mistake and laid down in my bed.
Yep. See now, what would have the way what we should have done? What we should have done, right, was taking the break from the pod, but just kind of just had this up and just kind of kicking it, talking shit, drinking and smoking and shit. If you had to go to the pod, well, if that ever happens again, James, we'll do that next time, so your old ass can stay up and review a movie with us.
All right.
Because
you give me a small distance of that late while I'm tired and it's quiet. I'm out.
Yep. Have to come over to your house and just bang pot. Get out! Stay up.
Oh man, I almost made it.
All good.
Next time.
All good.
Which we're doing Thor Ragnarok, I believe, is next, right?
Yep.
Okay.
670617.
So these last few, I've never seen these. What's it? Thor, I think Ant-Man and Wasp, and then Endgame and the other one. Infinity Wars and Endgame, I believe. I haven't seen these last four.
There was 5 of them, I think, that was left. And then the shows.
All right.
I think. I can't remember. I don't have my tablet in front of me. It's charging in the other room.
All good. But yeah, that's what's coming. That's what's coming up on Horror Stuff Sturdy, though, people. So make sure you guys tune in for that because it's going to be fun. I will have other people on the late night episodes as well as whoever wants to join can join, of course. Same open door policy. You just got to watch the movies. I have to say that because I did have, I think one person came on here that was supposed to come on or whatever. Unless I say something to you different, watch the movies. Watch the movies. But you guys have anything else to say about School's Out Forever?
Nah.
James,
not really.
James? I think he froze again. Oh, no.
Just right at the end, huh?
Yep. He might have backed out. But let's see if he comes back. See if he has any final thoughts on this this movie. And like I told you guys earlier, I'll never tell you not to watch a movie. The fuck? I'll never tell you not to watch a movie. I just didn't care for this one. This is like a watch at your own risk, but like a low risk because it's not terrible. I've seen worse. I've reviewed a hell of a lot worse. As you guys know, Blood Lake is no Blood Lake, so that's a great thing. But it's It's I don't know if James is going to make it back. So see a message real quick. And then we can wrap this one up. Yeah, we could wrap this up. I don't think he's going to make it back. Maybe been having some internet issues or his computer restarted or something. Or I don't know. But take it away, Worst Dan.
Yo, it's your boy, the Worst Damn Gamer, a.k.a. Chris. You can come catch me streaming Fortnite, Apex, Rocket League, and now I'm starting to play Fall Guys on Twitch. You can also catch me on these podcasts, which will be streamed between Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube as well. You can check out my Instagram and my TikTok. I got a bunch of shorts up there as well. So please go ahead, hit me with a follow and a like, comment on some of my content. Trying to get to 1,000. That's the immediate goal. I'm at about 520 or so, I believe, followers there. So I can go live there, entertain you guys, do what I do. Different things besides just gaming stuff as well. I love doing music. I love doing a bunch of other things. It's just being a goofball on camera. So if y'all want to chat it up, have a good time with me, go follow me on all of the platforms. You can also check out our boy Dreams, the creator, on his YouTube, Facebook, and his Instagram as well. He's the reason we look so good and we have great overlays and all this other stuff. He's helped us with a bunch of stuff. The man is basically a god with almost everything digital. So if you need somebody to help you with digital photography, you need somebody to capture moments for you, you want somebody to work on logos and branding, he's going to be your guy. He can teach you how to do it, or you can pay him to do it as well. If you tell him Sir Sturdy sent you or the Worst Damn Gamer sent you, he'll hook you up. Also, our boy up in Canada, So Good Scary, is being run by Kyle the Angry Canadian. You can catch all of his interactive duets and stitch-worthy TikToks over there on that platform. You can follow him on Facebook and Instagram as well. Also, if you are an independent film creator, if you are a content creator, if you have a horror project, 30 minutes or less, you can actually submit it to him on the Facebook page, and we'll actually do a review of it right here, and you can be a part of it too. So get in contact with him, find Sir Sturdy, we can make some shit happen. Also, our girl, Joe, of Any Last Words, another great contributor to the Z Network as well. She's got her own new horror magazine. She does things in recipes. She does things with reviews and origin stories, ghost stories. She's got tons of content up for you. She has a Patreon. Go support her on all the platforms, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, TikTok as well. And let her know the boy said, "What up, girl?"
Yo, 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 my turn. Listen, people, you can just go right to HorrorSource30.com and get all of my content, find all of my links. And again, live shows every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. excuse me. As Worst Damn just said, So Good It's Scary. You post your video, your horror shorts there. We'll review them here live. We'll show them and review them live for you guys to see, for you guys to review. And you can come on here, do a little interview, and also review the feature film we're going to be reviewing. Popcorn and Pints every single Saturday night, 9 o'clock Eastern Time. 2 movies. We see how these movies connect. We also do one-offs, and we're also going to be doing something for our birthday months, where whoever's birthday month it is gets to pick 1 to 2 movies on one Saturday too, and that's what we got to review. So tune in, man. We're actually going to be starting that July 30th, and you'll see what we're going to be reviewing. And you cannot forget about Stories from a Bar, an amazing, amazing podcast. You get the brewery talk, you get the music talk, you're getting to hear independent musicians, music creators on this podcast. You can go check out their music and also check out these breweries when you visit the capital region if you're not living in the capital region. And again, do not forget Casters for a Cause this Friday, 12-hour fun-a-thon. Guys, go to scenesnobs.com. You can find all of their links. That's where this is going to be taking place. I will be on there with Horror Search 30 reviewing Sledgehammer. So, guys, please tune into that. And lastly, Fandom Fest. This will be my first con since 2019 as far as bringing the podcast, and I cannot fucking wait. I cannot wait, and I hope to see your faces there too. I'll have a table there. I'll have my microphone, my podcast equipment there. I'll have some merch there. So pull up, have a great time, show some love, all that good stuff. Get some autographs from myself and other awesome people there. Mine will be the cheapest because mine's free. You just have to bring your own marker and bring something for me to sign and be able to read my shitty handwriting. But with that said, people, I'll see you in your nightmares. Thank you guys so much for the support. Again, reviewing the movie Boar this Thursday, 8 o'clock Eastern Time. And Sledgehammer over on the Scene Snobs Friday, 9 o'clock Eastern Time. Thor Ragnarok on Midnight Matinee Saturday at midnight. And I know we're doing Constantine. I forgot the other movie for Popcorn and Pints at 9. So, lastly, 2 a.m. Horror with Source 30. We're reviewing the movie Vamp. I'll have the posters for all that stuff for you guys Thursday. Have a great night. I'll see you in your nightmares. Deuces. And James loves you all. His OBS froze, and he had a banana stuck in his ass.